3 games. After what we just witnessed, who knows what's going to happen. That's why you love to watch Rocket League. It's so hard to predict what these teams are going to do on the day, but BDS with their results, their history, it's hard to vote against them, James.
It is tough. BDS dominance like we've never seen. Prime getting blocked by Monkey Moon. Extra infield pass to Mark, and that's well defended by Sizen.
You can already see BDS, the game they want to play, going for infield passes, got a lot of pressure to start out with, and this is a nice little follow-up from Extra getting on the board.
And that didn't take long. You see how quick Mark turns, goes off the backboard. Sizen too slow on that one. Would have had to jump right as it was bouncing off the backboard. Extra had to read the whole way. And those are really awkward reads. You could see that ball was almost directly above Sizen's head. So he's got ball cam on. He can't see Extra.
Ooh, the touch from Monkey Moon. Hold on a second. We need to break this one down again. Look at this touch, James. It was so delicate. Just scooped it right over Sizen, and then you've got the follow-up from Mark.
Yeah, Mark, one of the most fearless players when it comes to staying in the play and taking the shot. And when you get a nice setup like that, Monkey Moon was on 0 boost as well. That's just perfect there. Monkey Moon playing setup, man. And BDS in the first minute jump out to a 2-goal lead. And this first minute has been played almost in its entirety. And the Atlantide wave half.
Well, and how are you going to counter off the BDS offense whenever they're throwing everything they have at you? There's been a lot of different tactics so far from BDS. A couple of backboard hits, a few midfield passes, and then also the solo dribbles that we did just see from Extra, where he's taking things a little bit slower. So BDS, if you're fighting up against them, you've got to worry about every outlet that they can throw at you.
Prime up to Sizen. Mark is there for the 50. No one makes contact, and Mark does get a touch on the second effort, and that threw Redison off. And now this one going to go off the post. And a nice save from Prime. Redison as well with the save. That was a nice defensive stop there from Atlantide Wave. We're already down 2. They can't afford to give up more.
I think that's good hope, though, for Atlantide. You can at least block out a couple of shots. You know that your defense can get warmed up and deal with the pressure of BDS. Those were some fantastic shots that were placed well. They still found the save even after the post bounce. So, you know, there is proof and evidence on the field that Atlantide Wave can't keep this one close, but you're going to need a better start. And this is how you get things going. A demo from Sizen and the follow-up from Prime.
An incredibly smart play there. Sizen, instead of rotating out, going for that demo right away. And Atlantide Wave are in this still. We're not even at the halfway point. You wondered if they were going to have enough bite on their attack to get one by BDS, and I guess the answer is yes. Now a 1-goal game. Extra off the corner pass. Monkey Moon back to Extra. Extra controlling it. The patience there from BDS. Cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah. And I mean, James, these guys did play off against each other in the group stage, and it went to game 5. And I think that bodes well for the confidence of Atlantide Wave, knowing they can keep things close, keep it competitive against BDS. And, you know, maybe things could be different this time around. Monkey Moon didn't have the follow-up, marked by 8. Now in the corner is looking for some kind of rotation to keep the play alive, but instead actually goes all the way back and leaves Sizen in the midfield because he knows Monkey Moon will have a better challenge and a better shot opportunity. Make it 3-1. BDS starting to run away with game 1.
Yeah, and I mean, even on these goals, you see Radisson getting baited in there. It seems like it's effortless for BDS.
Right.
On the goals that they have gotten. And so BDS, strong start, but still, this is within reach for Atlantide Wave, but you just have to keep your eyes glued to BDS. And you mentioned that these two went to game 5 when they played in the group stage, Turtle.
Yeah.
But I would be curious what BDS's record is in game 5s. Right now, they seem unbeatable.
Well, and you've got to handle everything. It was Monkey Moon initially with a flip reset shot opportunity. Then Extra comes through, gets a flip reset off the backboard, and he can use the flip reset to get the power and find the angle. BDS, they are coming in game one, warmed up, ready to go. They don't want to waste any time.
BDS, strong start. The one goal that we saw out of Atlantide Way was off the back of a demo. Monkey Moon, the sidewall. Radisson, nice play. Almost got the double. Had the defense beat there. Mark twirling, trying to get the double, has the pass out. Extra, bailing on the play. Now Monkey Moon will come in, taps it up, low boost for him. Pinches back towards net. Radisson will get a piece of it. Back to the corner. Prime across the net. Really not dangerous at all.
I do like
above the crossbar like that.
Yeah. Well, you can see Radisson was actually staying up top and waiting a bit. There's been more demos from Sizen too. So good looks from Atlantide Wave. I mean, this is what brought them to game 5. It wasn't enough to break down the defense, unfortunately, this time. But with a clear like this, maybe it would lead to something. No, Monkey Moon stuffs it out, keeps that pressure up.
Radisson. Extra just hits it back towards net. Prime. Stretch to it. Back pass from Extra. Getting intercepted by Prime. Went for the 50. Blocked by Monkey Moon. Now off the corner. High. Mark first to it. Prime getting 50, and it's going to go towards net. Off the backboard. Sizen will clear it out.
15 seconds left. I was a bit concerned with that rotation from Sizen. It was very wide in the defense, but he didn't manage to get back in time. A pinch play from BDS. And my goodness, it was a strong performance. I think there were a couple of opportunities from Atlantide Wave, but nothing that was near the same level as BDS.
And BDS, it seemed like this game was routine. Controlling the ball, controlling the possession, quality shots, beating out the defense. The one goal we saw out of Atlantide Wave came after the demo from Sizen, who cleared the way. So you wonder if they'll start relying on that a bit more. We didn't see a ton of demos in that game, but the one that we did see from Sizen proved to be at least a goal-scoring situation for Atlantide Wave. We'll see if they can pick that back up. But BDS, towards the later part of that game, Turtle, seemed to be in full control.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 11 shots to 4 on Atlantide Wave. And even taking a look at the replays, there were a couple of chances. This was, the one opportunity for Atlantide Wave on the demo play. You thought maybe they'd get back into it, but then with all the space that was given up to BDS, I mean, Atlantide Wave had no boost, and then on top of that, you're giving away space because of that to BDS. That's dangerous. I would like to see Atlantide come in here and take the midfield boost a little bit more, try to starve out BDS, because that way you can at least deplete their opportunities a little bit, and that's all the difference against the team.
Radisson almost getting that double tap. Came close last game as well. Just not enough boost. Mark towards net. Stretching save from Prime. Monkey Moon on the rebound. It's up high. Double tap ball. Leaves it now for Mark. Mark staying close. Pinch will send it out to the side. Extra in support. Wrapping it around the corner. Prime couldn't get the corner boost, so he'll be empty. Can't really go for the follow-up. Mark is there with tons of boost to spare. Ground pinch. Stays behind it. Didn't go anywhere. Monkey Moon will lob it up high. Radisson out. No one to go to, though. BDS march on. Pressure is mounting. Mark in the corner. Extra to himself. Push this through with an air dribble. The 50 get cleared off to the side, but Monkey Moon snagged that corner boost again. Boost troubles. And you see the ball slip by. The shot going to be saved off the post. Sizen getting a small touch. It's enough. Monkey Moon dribbling it backwards with the 50 will send it high above net. Scoring chance, but it's gone off the backboard. Extra perhaps trying to set up Monkey Moon, but again, the play fizzling out for BDS. BDS, though, you'll wonder how long they can be denied on the goal line. Chance after chance, and now Monkey Moon not letting this Atlantide Wave team even touch the ball on defense. We're approaching 2 minutes of attack. Extra, light touch. Mark to the side. Radisson full boost, clear. He's got Sizen. Counterattack chance. Sizen off the post and in. Atlantide Wave hold up on defense. and they march down and score on offense.
Look at the clear from Radisson. He saw Sizen all the way downfield on the left-hand side. You're not going to get a quality counterattack without a clanger of a hit there from your own corner. Atlantide Wave, this is exactly what they needed, and now BDS are struggling and uncomfortable.
Crazy. That was the first shot for Atlantide Wave compared to the 7 we saw so far. And now another one. I can't believe this one went in.
When you're getting some security now, this one should not have gone in, but he got the bump instead. And Monkey Moon saw the bump opportunity, but it was too late with the rotation. I still think Monkey Moon could have found the angle, but in a difficult situation, you don't want to blame him.
Yeah, that was a tough situation because, like you said, maybe seeing the bump play a little bit late, and now
oh my goodness,
that ball as well.
What is going on? The BDS defense, they're not ready. They can't find the touches they need to, and I think it's because Atlantide Wave, they're getting the second follow-ups, James. That's another play where you had Radisson getting the extra touch.
Even there, Monkey Moon must have seen Sizen. He didn't even jump. That was a savable ball. You get behind. Must have been a situation where Sizen was hiding in plain sight. I don't know how Monkey Moon didn't see him there. He must have been playing the double tap and looking at the double tap and just lost sight.
Yeah. Well, and I think BDS, they have so much confidence with each other going for challenges that they already assume that their teammate is going to find a touch or at least get a challenge in. So when that doesn't happen, which is a rare event for the BDS defense, they aren't sure how to handle it or to really launch some damage control, because you need to have a follow-up that's fast and in time, and maybe that comes down to communication. Maybe whoever's challenging first doesn't communicate in time, and that leaves Monkey Moon in a dangerous spot.
Monkey Moon, he is not his normal self, even on those plays. You saw him miss the touch at midfield, the double commit. Getting beat on that 50 there. Such a strange game this has been. It started off with 2 full minutes of attack by BDS, where you're thinking, okay, BDS is going to dominate.
That's a free one. It's free.
Radisson blasting this home. What are we seeing?
Well, it's a free net for the Takumi. It's free for the Takumi. I cannot believe what I'm seeing out of this play. That was a good 50 that popped up, but BDS, normally they have somebody to follow it, have that rotation coming through. They weren't ready for the aggression. I think, simply put, they didn't expect these challenges, and they can't win the challenges, James, and this is what happens when you lose that 50.
Unreal. Mark getting bumped.
Oh,
the
man.
50 passed.
5-0.
Goals. What? BDS is falling apart.
Extra has 2 shots, 90 points. And while points don't represent everything, I mean, that's something you've got to take note of. The man who does a lot of the work on BDS and creates plenty of opportunities. Here we can see Atlantide Wave have been put on defense a little bit, but they are passing the test and managed to get this one out, or at least win and match some 50s in the corner. This is unexpected, especially with how dominant BDS looked in the first game.
Talk about a boost to the psyche. If there was any worry from Atlantide Wave, whether they could hang with BDS, I think that has been answered here. A shellacking, 5-0. BDS might get one. No, it's saved. Radisson, the rebound comes out, and Extra will finally get BDS on the board, but too little, too late. 41 seconds left, a 4-goal deficit. BDS going to start looking to the next one.
Well, and this is a good way to keep things flowing into the next game. And at first I was confused on Monkey Moon's attempt there to go for the double tap. It seemed like the far left side of the net was wide open. Could have gone for the early shot, but at least you have a follow-up of Extra to get it. And still, it's not enough. Like you said, not enough time, but you can still build on something. Okay, if there's one team to get this crazy comeback, though, it's BDS. Maybe there's a chance.
And this was a nice play from Monkey Moon. Didn't get the goal, but you saw Prime forced to jump up, defend early, and then the shot had to be saved, and it was a rebound opportunity. So Monkey Moon bouncing back, and BDS, you know, you think it's impossible. I would still say
no, it's not. It's not. This is it.
Oh my goodness! I have never seen anything like this.
I'm telling you.
I still can't believe, but it's possible.
I believe, and there is no bias whatsoever. It's BDS, and you're giving them opportunities. Atlantide Wave have looked unreal at the beginning of this series, but then, or not the beginning of this series, the beginning of this game, but once you start slipping up a little bit, things could be over. BDS are not going to give up without a fight.
Sizen figuring that out. Extra will take it up himself. The 50 and a quick clear from Prime. That's going to eat up too much time off the clock.
Or is it, James? Or is it?
Turtle, I know you were hoping for it, but
come on, man. I want to see something.
Are just too much, and that was one of them.
Oh man, but it was possible.
BDS though, Turtle, I think is going to be happy with that late game comeback, and Atlantide Wave perhaps not going to carry as much confidence through after that comeback was mounted.
Yeah, it definitely softens the punch for sure and makes it a little bit easier to digest. Instead of going 5-0, you get a couple of goals in, you look solid, and Extra was able to battle back. I talked about how he didn't really do much at the beginning of the game, low points, barely any shots, no assist saves coming out. It was just a bit of a quiet game from him. So to see him battle back, get into this game and move into game 3 with a little bit more confidence, I'm sure BDS aren't feeling too pressured, but this is an indicator to everybody viewing at home if you're favoring BDS, which is a logical thing to do in this situation. But Atlantide Wave, they've got the potential, they've got the skill, and whenever they're applying pressure, they can break down a defense even as good as BDS's.
This has been an interesting start to the series. Even this game, if you were to paused it 2 minutes in and said Atlantide Wave is going to score 5, I would have said you're crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And, Team BDS, they started out doing exactly what BDS does best, possessing the ball, keeping the attack on. But Atlantide Wave, their defense held up, and that counterattack has been on point for them, especially Sizen. Some really powerful shots, well placed. So we'll see if Atlantide Wave can keep that up. We're back even at 1 apiece in the series.
Well, I'm happy you mentioned Sizen because he was the exact player I was looking to when I saw Atlantide Wave move up on offense, and somebody who was making plays. I think they are going to need to rely on him as much as they can to get those plays in. But BDS, they keep up that same trend that they started at the end of last game, and you've got Extra leading the way.
You see Prime coming all the way from the backboard, and that was a double commit of epic proportions. Radisson also jumping up on that. I think if you're Prime, you just stay there, just wait. Regardless, whatever you do, communicate it. So, tough mistake there from Atlantide Wave. They'll find themselves trailing early.
But they're going to need good midfield pressure, and they have it. I mean, Prime is there, even though he was the man to double commit previously. He seems to have recovered rather nicely, and I am happy with the way Atlantide Wave are taking the boost. I wanted to see them grab those midfield boosts, and on the rotation back, they find it. We just see Radisson get the midfield boost, and he's able to turn back into this play, go on offense, get a touch back to Prime, and because you take the midfield boost, because you stay in the rotation, you can find a play even on BDS's defense.
Yeah, and this one, hard hit ball. Radisson actually getting up. Monkey Moon and Mark both jumping for it. And one thing they didn't calculate was Radisson being there for that infield pass. That was such a good play.
Yeah.
Really punching that double commit, but not only that, just a great touch.
And if Radisson doesn't get the midfield boost, he is so much slower to rotate out, and he's not going to win that challenge. He's not going to get up to the ball in time. Somebody on defense from BDS will find that touch. Midfield boost, so important against BDS in this roster.
And that one, a strange play. Monkey Moon holding on to the ball, almost getting a second touch off the ground. But had a teammate, I think it was Extra, fall from the sky and hit it off his head. Mark off the crossbar and out.
Oh, another double commit. What is this? Communication seems off, James.
And now you see the goal line play as well. Prime. You see that miscommunication proved to be fatal. That double commit, Prime used up all his boost and wasn't in position to make the play afterwards.
Well, and he used up all his boost after the double commit, and then he realized he had to get some form of pads. There was only one pad on the way to the corner boost, which had not spawned yet. If that corner boost was up, he could have rotated back in time. Surely would have gotten a challenge, but unfortunately for him, couldn't find any and was left in no man's land.
Atlantide Wave. They find themselves down 1, but a demo from Radisson gives them short numbers advantage. Extra and Monkey Moon working together. And that's a thing of beauty for them. Extra pushing that downfield.
Oh my
They'll
goodness.
get that third goal.
Monkey Moon, he is a tank, winning challenge. And then a second challenge in the midfield to keep moving forward. The hustle and muscling through on that midfield play. And you give it to Extra, who has been much more accurate. There's another chance off the kickoff, a little bit wide for Monkey Moon, but he does take the corner boost, and that's already a great start off of another solid goal.
Solid goal, solid touch over to Extra as well, putting that ball slightly upfield, but that infield pass shut down, and I thought it was a scoring opportunity, but Mark comes in and pickpockets and scores on the other end.
Oh man, and you respect the idea that Prime had to go for that as the third man back. I mean, that's a crispy opportunity that gets placed right in front of BDS, but they just had the read. That's as simple as it can be, James. BDS knew there was going to be a striker in the midfield, timed the challenge better, and caught them overextended. Just when you think Atlantide Wave are going to battle back, BDS punish you.
But Sizen keeping this game close. You see a double commit. Monkey Moon and Mark both going for it. Monkey Moon on the follow-up also jumped with Extra. And a great shot to follow it up.
Yeah, it's been a relatively sloppy game from both defenses. Several double commits, a lot of weird positioning from BDS and Atlantide Wave. But it makes for an interesting game. There's the other double commit that we're talking about. The bump, it actually opened up the opportunity. Sizen, I can't believe this is all it took after that double commit.
Yeah, Monkey Moon gets slapped by Sizen. And Extra, it was a not only a double commit, but a team bump double commit. And BDS couldn't recover. And this has not been a clean series, Turtle. Like you said, we have seen some tough plays from both teams, but I mean, honestly, I would say we've seen fewer double commits from Atlantide Wave.
Yeah. Well, and what I'm a bit baffled by is the fact that Atlantide Wave, while they are putting on some really great pressure, I don't think it's enough to force out these double commits. You know, it's not making BDS panic, and yet we still see those team bumps. And this one wasn't the best touch from Sizen. He tried to get it out, and I don't hate that touch. If Prime moves out, it can be pretty effective, but the communication wasn't there yet again.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a pretty bad touch there, Turtle. It's setting that ball up in the middle. Sizen had to hit that over to the corner, or at least hit it down the sideline, not right back into the middle when someone's waiting. And Monkey Moon getting another one. So defensive troubles doesn't really matter for BDS when you're scoring 6 goals in a game.
I think BDS are just getting comfortable at this point, winning challenges like that in the corner from Extra that pop out perfectly into the midfield, and then you're also getting gifted the touches that we mentioned earlier from Sizen. It does make sense as to why their defense is a little bit rusty, but you know, maybe this is giving confidence to the other team going in to face off against whoever wins this. They know that they are a bit more polished. Maybe Prime on a flip reset. Nice little look.
It was a nice look, and loose steals in the corner. See if that's enough. No, it's not. Mark playing that to the corner nicely. Challenge from Extra. Sizen comes in to help. Getting a bump. Sizen seems to be the aggressor. Looking for bumps, looking for demos on that third man. It's paid off a few times.
Oh, but the speed from Monkey Moon. It's plays like this that create such a threatening offense with Monkey Moon's speed and ability to win challenges. And then now, whenever you're forced back on defense, you do get the touch. Don't get your corner boost, though. And 50 seconds left. BDS, they just got to hold on. But with what we saw at the previous game, maybe there's a chance for Atlantide Wave, James. I'm a believer, okay? I want to see something crazy.
I think you have more belief than I do, Turtle.
We just saw a reverse sweep in a best of 7, okay?
Yeah, but
you never know.
One thing.
You never know.
Coming back in games versus 3 goals in less than a minute.
Against BDS.
Yes. But a BDS that has been struggling a bit. This has not been perfect BDS. However, you see how good their offense is.
I mean, maybe they're not feeling the pressure too much, and this could result in them, I don't want to say, like, you know, it's not like they're taking this not as serious, rather, but instead with the free shots they've been given, this could be a time for BDS to implement some new tactics. Maybe it'll create a sloppier defense, but they could develop some new ideas. We have seen more challenges from Monkey Moon and a bit more aggression from Extra. That could be something they're trying to implement going forward into the playoff bracket.
And it seems like it's been a bit nonchalant from BDS.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Normally, you expect them to be so tight on their communication and so tight on their defensive plays, but perhaps just taking it a bit easy, like you said, and just playing offense and, you know, focusing on scoring. And, you know, it just is what it is. Right now, BDS has shown some vulnerability, but if this is a vulnerable BDS and they're still winning game 6-3, I think BDS likes their chances.
Yeah, exactly. I think the key takeaway from this is understanding that BDS aren't getting tilted or upset at the fact that they do double commit. Whenever something awkward happens, like a double commit or a team bump, if they don't get in their heads about it, they shrug it off and they move forward and are able to regain and get another goal. I think that is the main element you have to pay attention to whenever you're looking at BDS, and especially if you're a fan of them, you can understand that they get out of their heads. But we can't count out Atlantide Wave, who brought them to Game 5 previously. You never know.
That's a nice pass, but Extra was on the backboard waiting. Monkey Moon having a bit of an up and down series. Defensively, not the best, but offensively making some plays. And there, we see a nice defensive breakup from Monkey Moon. BDS is known for their slow starts, but even a BDS slow start still is a win.
Look at all the space.
What is going on?
I don't know. We're seeing so much space given to BDS. I don't think they're ready for it. So Monkey Moon, he lands under the ball, and he's like, wait, I have nobody challenging me? And then he just breaks his own teammates' ankles, and they still keep pressure on him. After a play like that happens, there's no punishment. I mean, that's why BDS are able to take this a bit more nonchalantly, because the pressure's not there.
Pressure all in favor of BDS out of the gate.
Does he have his flip? Oh.
Monkey Moon taking that off Extra's hand. I thought he was going to actually bump into Extra.
Right?
Snuck by.
I think Extra would have taken it from Monkey Moon if he had gotten the flip. It didn't look like he managed to find it after the challenge. Monkey Moon came in, and there was the illusion of Extra behind the ball, so as Atlantide Wave sees that, you want to stay grounded, you want to stay down, assuming Extra will go for a fake and let it drop, but Monkey Moon just smacks that ball off the backboard and gets a double tap.
Honestly, if Extra doesn't respond to that call and boost downwards, I think Monkey Moon might have ran into it and would have broken up that play. Sometimes getting out of the way is the best thing you can do.
Oh, certainly.
Flick from Mark on 0 boost, beats out the defense. No boost, no problem for Mark by 8.
Oh, it's clean. There's all the time in the world for this man to calculate the next move. Gets that flick over the defender. Wide open net. BDS, they are loving the space that's given up to them.
Finally utilizing it. Whereas in the past, we've seen them struggle to put away opportunities after they've been given so much space. And now they're putting in goal after goal after goal. Everyone getting a piece of the pie. One goal apiece so far for BDS.
Not the best touch from Radisson. I mean, you could see what he was going for. He wanted to get a pass to the other side across the field for a stronger redirect, but that pass, far too low to the ground, not enough power. And for a team like BDS, they are used to it and know how to punish whenever a poor touch comes out.
And another miss. Will we see a fourth? No, Radisson. Oh, yes, we will. I spoke too soon. Radisson got the hit to the corner, but it was too weak, and it was intercepted by Mark.
And that's prime on the backboard. You got to find a touch. Just a bit sloppy from Atlantide Wave. Maybe they're feeling the pressure more than ever now. You're in a best of 7. A long journey ahead of them. 3 minutes left, and already 4 goals for BDS.
Such a strange series to witness.
Yeah.
Had that anomaly in game 2, Atlantide Wave. Scoring 5.
I know. I mean, I don't even remember that. Whenever I see this game and the previous one, it's like I almost forgot about that game from Atlantide Wave. And that just proves they have this hidden potential, hidden power within them. Just waiting to see them utilize it.
And you wonder how much it is their power and how much of it was a weighed down BDS. It's tough to tell because BDS is destroying them in this game 4-0 as we just hit the halfway point. But some life being shown by Atlantide Wave. Prime sniping that corner.
And if you got half the game left, this is more than enough time. Prime, nice little shot. A lot of people would assume he goes for a backboard touch or potentially dribbles it, but it's one early shot and one relatively late goal for Atlantide Wave.
And had to keep that high. Defenders in net. Hitting the mark. That's a good response from Prime. With how weird this series has been, Turtle, you know, I wouldn't put this out of the realm of possibility that Atlantide Wave score some and bring it back.
No, I believe. I'm a believer. I want to see something spicy today, James, okay? I want to see this comeback.
I mean, we already saw some spicy stuff today with that Guild Wolves series.
Well, I'm talking about this. Okay, look, I have high expectations, all right? We got the reverse sweep of the best of 7. And then now, I want to see, you know, an incredible comeback in one individual game. It's possible. Let's believe.
Time running out, though. And with the time running out, so is the belief. Sizen going hard off the backboard. It does come out to the middle, but Extra comes out with the ball. Radisson fighting Extra for the boost. It bounces out to the middle. Sizen will half flip to it. Going for the dribble, flicks it. And Mark did well to dodge the bump attempt and hit it downfield. Extra up early, off the ceiling and down. Monkey Moon shot, gonna be saved. Rebound out to the middle, and Radisson will take control off the backboard. Everyone up. Sizen gonna hit that downfield. Final minute. 3 goals separating Atlantide Wave from BDS.
And Atlantide Wave, they're struggling to find communication. A lot of times we will see them all jump up for a player, have a double commit. But what I have noticed, they thrive with the ground play. They want to dribble this ball out a little bit more. It gives them time to develop that play moving forward, and they can anticipate things a little bit easier. That was an opportunity. Sizen comes in, doesn't find the angle. 30 seconds remain. Another one for BDS as they run away with this series.
And Mark, one of the best in the game at getting above the ball and putting in a perfect shot. That one, you can't ask for much more from Mark in that situation. It's a bounce. It's going to be a tough read. It's tough to get that hit perfect. Usually you're hitting it too low or you're sailing it high. Finding that medium is really difficult. Requires a lot of precision.
Yeah, and while it does look a little bit less flashy than what we normally assume BDS are capable of, it's those small fundamentals that make BDS so consistent. I mean, there's plenty of teams that can pull off crazy mechanics. Speaking about crazy mechanics, Extra, a nice shot from the corner.
Unassisted, and you see him air rolling left, setting up for maximum power, a top corner shot. And the shooting from BDS is looking good, especially in the home stretch of this series.
Fundamental striking. It's nothing involving a lot of flip resets, although we did see those earlier on from Extra. It comes down to finding the accuracy when you need to, something that we didn't see, for example, from Guild at the beginning of the last series, but they turned it around. Meanwhile, BDS have just stayed rock solid in every aspect.
Yeah, BDS, really huge game for them. 6-1, almost getting the Brazil. And they put on so much pressure on Atlantide Wave that Atlantide Wave is going to be using a tactical timeout to try to figure out what to do next.
I mean, what do you even say during this timeout? I think it's tough. I think this is more of a confidence thing. They're going into challenges off the backboard and not finding reads when they need to. I saw Prime have a pretty tough miss earlier on in this game. And those are the simple touches that you need to find. And it just comes down to mechanics and being on point. I don't think there's too much to worry about with the rotations that have seemed solid. Now it just comes down to making solid contact with the ball, James.
And hoping that BDS shows more cracks in their armor. We saw BDS in this series have some plays that you don't really see them make. The team bump double commit that led to a goal, just double commits in general. The play from Monkey Moon where Extra's racing to the ball and Monkey Moon just taps it to the side. breaking Monkey Moon's Extra's axles. So we've seen BDS show some weaknesses. The question is whether Atlantide Wave can make the most of that. And right now it seems like the answer has been no, especially after that last game, 6-1. The offense coming out from BDS, perfect striking. You said it, fundamental, solid shooting. Sometimes that's enough when you can place it like BDS has been.
Well, and I think it's a lot of respect that Atlantide Wave are giving to BDS, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, you see Monkey Moon Extra behind the ball. You don't expect them to get a double commit play. You don't expect them to have a team bump. But with what we have witnessed in this game, you need to be more confident. Your positioning has got to be more aggressive. There's several times Atlantide Wave are on the backboard going and expecting some incredible hit from BDS, which doesn't come out. But then that benefits BDS because it makes them and forces them to slow down. And then they're like, wait, we're not going to get punished. We have all this space. Let's make use of it. Atlantide Wave, they've got the skill. They've got the firepower. They just need to connect it all together.
And Sizen has been connecting on some demos. They've been close. And Atlantide Wave back in game 2 showed that they can score against this BDS squad. But now, Atlantide Wave, will their tournament end here? BDS can keep this going. It's going to be tough for them to come back from.
BDS have won every single kickoff, it feels like, as well. They are just consistent. You can even see Extras now going for a couple of bumps. That's a good challenge and a good start for Atlantide Wave as they look to keep some pressure, even more bumps from Size. And this is what opened up their initial scoring in that game where they absolutely destroyed BDS. We'll see if we see that again.
Monkey Moon letting that go back to Extra, faking like he was going to go for the 50. And that actually did bait out the touch to get it back to Extra. We see a double commit now for Atlantide Wave. Mark over to Extra. Monkey Moon also waiting. The pass comes. The shot is going to be blocked. Huge save from Radisson. Rebound, shot, save from Prime. Another shot coming in.
He's got his reset. Oh, and marked by A went for the dunk on top of the ball. Had the reset. Atlantide Wave still stand tall on defense, and we've got ourselves a game.
Scary assault from BDS, but the defense proves to be strong. But now that's a beautiful pass. Another save from Radisson. Marked by 8, couldn't find the corner. Now Radisson, pinch pass attempt comes out and off to the side. Monkey Moon taking over. He's got Extra behind him. Mark upfield. Extra will come in off that 50. Head it to the corner. Backward pass broken up by Radisson, but Monkey Moon there, back to the corner. Sizen hits it up off the ceiling. Prime racing. Extra will hit it over Sizen.
There we go. The challenges for Atlantide Wave going in their favor, but there's space for Monkey Moon. He didn't go for the initial shot, which is surprising. It was wide open if he got the angle to hit that towards the bottom of the net, and marked by 8, forced to make a play on D.
Monkey Moon almost reactively going for the double tap, but that backboard was well defended. The defender was already there expecting it. And then when Monkey Moon saw it after the first hit, just had to bail out. Defense looking much better from Atlantide Wave. We're past the halfway point. Tournament life on the line for Atlantide Wave. They've got to win this one.
Oh, Prime! The save on the top corner shot. Oh, that's another one that was about to fall in. Atlantide Wave defense has absolutely evolved in this game.
Mark had to get rid of the ball. Not enough boost. Radisson crosses to Sizen. Sizen off the ceiling. Double tap attempt, but couldn't get there. Monkey Moon clears it deep. Prime with his own corner boost. Around 1 and gets it past Extra as well. Mark will pinch it to the corner. It wraps around. Radisson will keep it in the corner. Prime also turns, so they were both in the same spot. The bump from Mark by 8 deletes the defender, and BDS will strike first, and it's late.
There's so many different aspects of this play. Mark by 8 has to get the perfect pinch off the backboard to send it to Extra. Extra has to find power and accuracy on the shot, and then Mark by 8. You've got to make contact. All 3 things connecting beautifully for BDS on their first goal. Maybe a second one off the crossbar. The follow-up from Extra. Can't win the 50. Radisson here to clean it out. And that could have been the second one if the defense of Atlantide Wave wasn't so good.
Easily could have been the second if that wasn't so well defended. Atlantide Wave doing everything they can to stay alive. And that defensive stop was key. We'll see if they can score in this final minute of gameplay.
Oh, man.
Radisson looking for Sizen, but the hit was too weak, and Extra had the read.
That was the pass. That was the connection we needed maybe here from Prime. And that is painful. Radisson had Sizen on the other side, but Extra was too smart.
Monkey Moon beating Radisson to the ball. Keeping possession. Low boost for Prime. Extra. And it's a race to that. Not the best touch. Marked by 8. Going for the bump. He hits the bump, but Prime was there quickly to help out. Low boost. Can't do much with it. Sizen will take this back to his own back corner.
Full boost.
The corner boost. Off the ceiling. Shut down. Prime will flick it up. Extra is there. The vice grip of BDS starting to close down. And you can see the life fading out of Atlantide Wave's eyes.
Unless
that tip to the corner. Final chance for Atlantide Wave. Sizen, a nice tip.
Oh, no way.
Extra to the side. Prime will keep it airborne.
Here we go.
And the hit down. BDS will close out the series, and they're moving on to the semis.
Oh, my. You could see the confidence and the ability out of BDS to smack Atlantide Wave back into their half in this final game. Atlantide Wave would go for some control. We even saw where Sizen, I believe it was, took the corner boost, then looked to carry it out and gets denied from entering the midfield. Then again, another player from Atlantide Wave tries to control it. What happens? Denied for the second time. And that was just a complete habit out of BDS to keep smacking them back into their corner, keep the pressure on. It was only a 1-goal lead, but that's all it takes in this game when you've got that kind of control, James.
Yeah, it was incredible control. Just looking at the numbers, 13 shots for BDS. And can you guess how many Atlantide Wave had?
I can't believe it.
Zero.
Is that
zero shots?
Zero shots. Not even one single one.
Yeah, and 7 saves from Radisson as well. 4 saves for Prime. This was about as one-sided as it gets, Turtle.
Well, I don't even know if I've ever seen that, where there's 0 shots. That is a complete representation of how this series went, but still, credit to Atlantide Wave. A lot of good looks. It's not enough against a team like BDS.
Top 8 is pretty good, and losing to BDS, there's no shame to it because everyone in Europe has done it multiple times. So BDS, they will move on to the semifinals. We're going to go to a quick break, and when we come back, more RLCS X.